Hello and welcome to 7 National News. Here are the headlines. UAE to be free of plastic bags by 2013. 1 in 6 workers are being paid cash in hand despite wage protection system deadline. And Dubai police reveals IT crime accounts for 70% of crime in the UAE. The UAE is aiming to become free of plastic bags in 2013, and a number of training programs have been put in place to train employees in accordance with the best international standards. 88 training programs have been carried out so far, and 28 more have been set for the first quarter of 2011, which will cover 3,522 training hours. Companies in the UAE are adhering to the environmental measures in place as a part of corporate social responsibility towards the community. According to the UAE Minister of Environment and Water, the UAE and GCC region are on the forefront of countries preserving the environment when it comes to producing plastics. And it's been reported that 700,000 workers are still not getting their salaries paid into their bank accounts, despite the new deadline that was implemented by the Ministry of Labour at the beginning of January. The wage protection system means that the Ministry of Labour can ensure wages are paid on time and in full through these registrations, employers and banks. Although 4 million workers are now registered at the ministry, 1 in 6 are not. Officials have said larger companies have been quick off the mark to register, but it's the smaller companies that are yet to do so. According to a recent study, crimes committed using information technology account for 70% of all crimes in the UAE. Illegal voice-over internet protocol calls are the most common crimes amongst drug smugglers and human traffickers. Other illegal activities also include hacking and blackmail. The availability of hacking programs on the internet allows hackers to gain access into websites of banks, government departments, companies and individual computers. Blackmail through emails and social networking websites is also very common. Major Saeed Mohammed Al-Hajiri, head of the Information Technology Crime Department of the Dubai Police, has stated that proxy protects families with no awareness of blackmail and email hacking. And gender and women's studies should be introduced into students' education, according to experts. The UAE Gender and Women's Studies Consortium started today and is a first towards creating academic awareness to develop new initiatives into the system. Organisers of the event say women's studies have been overlooked and that more education will help the position of women in society. Studies in the West reveal that when women are active within the economy and society, poverty and violence is reduced. Experts also say development is not just economic and that a socially developed country is one that is socially empowered. And continuing on with the subject of women, the Dubai Women's College celebrates its 20th anniversary today and has increased the number of students to 2,200 from its initial 200 mark. Some 4,400 women have been graduated from the college since it opened, including the UAE's Consul General in Shanghai, Noura Juma. The college offers diplomas and undergraduate courses ranging from business to sciences and education. Senior officials at the Ministry of Interior are warning the public to take necessary precautions when using water heaters. Improper use of water heaters can become hazardous to your health, with experts saying that heaters could potentially cause high blood pressure and kidney problems. Other dangerous consequences include accidents that can result in major injuries and even deaths. Officials are directing people to carry out regular maintenance procedures before winter to ensure that the thermostat is functioning well. When buying a water heater, officials advise to make sure it includes a temperature regulator, a warning mechanism, a safety valve, a power switch and a thermostat, which must sustain water temperature below 70 degrees Celsius. 5 national companies in the country have successfully made it to the top 10 of 2011 Great Places to Work in the UAE. According to experts at the Great Place to Work Institute, this is a sign that companies are no longer interested in profit alone, but enhancing the quality of their people and maintaining sustainability across the board. Khadija Saleh has more.
The first ever list of 10 top great places to work for in the UAE is an equal split between multinationals and local business establishments. Experts say the inclusion of 5 homegrown firms in the list show a maturing HR sector in the country.
The number of companies that participated was very robust, which made the list statistically significant, so that's important to say. And the breadth of companies was a good representation of the market here in the UAE. What's great about the list this year is that the multinationals and the local companies can stand up against great places to work around the world. So if you take a UAE company that made the list this year, like The One or Zayed University, those can hold up pretty well against great places to work in the European region or Asia or South America or the US.
Great Place to Work Institute, a global research and management consultancy group, runs the study in 45 countries worldwide, and the UAE is the latest to join. Though a variety of industries participated in the study conducted last year, many are yet still to take part.
We want to actually engage in a national conversation about great workplaces and quality workplaces. So the region has been very focused on quality in terms of kind of manufacturing processes as well as other issues, sustainability and so on and so forth, but not the conversation about workplace quality and with employees. And so we want to draw attention to that. In every organization that we spend time with, we ask employees, is this a great place to work, and if so, why? And so our hope is that through this study's efforts, we can talk about those best practices, and all organizations can learn from that.
According to them, companies that make it on the list are able to track development and progress in all aspects of their businesses. Companies are rated based on their employees' vote of confidence and on their answers to questions such as pay and employee benefits.
We're most interested in working with organizations who have a clear focus on great workplaces. And so those organizations that perceive themselves as having great workplaces are the organizations that initially approached us and wanted to be involved in the study. So there may be organizations out there that don't necessarily perceive themselves as great, and they probably did not apply. In our research, those organizations that have a sustained commitment to creating a great workplace do better financially than those that do not.
Securing the first place by recording the highest levels of employee trust, pride, and camaraderie is Microsoft Golf. Winners for this year will be awarded on Monday night at a ceremony. The study for 2012's list will begin in February this year. Khadija Sali, 7 National News.
And later on in the program, Hollywood stars set to try their luck in the boxing ring. But up next, Linda Berenger has the day's business news.